Hi, I'm James Shillinglaw. I'm here with Barbara Muckermann, who is Chief Marketing Officer for Silversea Cruises, and we're here at Sea Trade in Miami, and Silversea has a lot of news, and we're going to talk all about that and more on Insider Travel Report. Now, Barbara, you just got through a press conference, and some of this information has been released before, but when you get it all in sum, it's a lot of things going on. And let's talk one by one some of the things. First of all, you spoke first about Silver Moon, which is coming out next year, right?
Yes, Silver Moon is going to have the inaugural sailing on August 6, 2020, right. And she's the sister ship of the Muse, but enhancing what is already an amazing food and beverage offering.
Well, that was the thing. You talked about the differences, and what are some of the major differences that Silver Moon is going to have?
Well, on the food and beverage side, we'll have a much larger La Dame, moving from 24 seats to 60.
That's the French restaurant, right?
Yes, it's a very popular French restaurant, and we are also going to add outdoor seating to it. After that, she's going to have Salt, our sea and land program, which is the new culinary offering that we will have structural on the Silver Moon.
Now, explain a little more in depth what Salt is, because I found it to be a very interesting concept where you're going to have the food of wherever you are in the world is going to be reflected in Salt, right?
Absolutely, and it's going to be an ecosystem which will have its own hub, the Salt Lab, a bar where wine, spirits and juices of the destinations will be offered, together with Salt Kitchen that will change the menu depending from the region of sailing.
But this is going to make it hard on the chefs, like they have to come up with everything, right?
Of course, but this is just the food side. Then there's food tours, there's going to be food lectures, and the program is managed by a wonderful journalist called Adam Sachs, the former editor of Saveur.
Well, we're looking forward to that. Anything else new on Silver Moon that wasn't on Muse necessarily?
Well, we're having a new location for the Connoisseur Corner and on Deck 9, outdoor and indoor again. And stay tuned because we will have many more reveals on the Moon coming up.
Well, we're going to look forward to that. Silver Muse is a beautiful ship. I've been on it, and the Silver Moon will be equally beautiful, I'm sure. Now, that's not the only news. You also have another ship that is coming out that is a very different kind of vessel from what you've had in the past, Silver Origin, which will exclusively sail the Galapagos, right?
Yes, Silver Origin is actually the first Silversea ship built for a destination. She will start service in June 2020, and she's a 100-guest ship, so even if she has 51 cabins, because we want to make sure to allow all the flexibility to our guests. She's going to be the most elegant ship in the Galapagos with the highest...
I have no doubt, right?
Yeah, the highest Zodiac to guest ratio, with our wonderful guides giving what is today our best experience at sea.
Yeah, so it is going to be, which will have all the Silversea culinary expertise and everything else to go along with it. And then you'll be out there in the same, in the Galapagos with one of your sister companies now that you're part of Royal Caribbean Cruise Holdings. Will be Celebrity has some ships out there as well, right?
Of course, and you know, one of the things that always made the cruise industry large is the offering and the choice, so that everyone can choose the product they want. On Silver Origin, they will find our whispered elegance, and they will find as much Ecuadorian culture as we can fit into the program, because as you know, Silversea believes into traveling deeper into the destination.
And I'm looking forward to that. It sounds like a great new product. And let's talk finally about some very unique, I mean, world cruising is all the rage. Everyone seems to have a world cruise. I turn around, there's a world cruise. But you have two very special world cruises, not one, two, coming up in 2021, and you actually had a hand in doing some of those itineraries. So tell me a little bit about the two cruises and the differences.
Well, the first choice was that 2020 was fully booked. So we needed to decide whether to move to a bigger vessel or do something different. Because Silversea is small, and we really think that particularly the World Cruise product needs to have an intimate setting, we decided to have two. So we challenged Conrad and the expedition team in coming up with the first ever World Cruise expedition. It's a 168 days Ushuaia to Tromsø.
Wow, that is a long journey, right?
Yes, but it's on the Silver Cloud, which is really one of the most luxurious ships you can sail on. So all creature comforts will be guaranteed. Now, this has been a bet. Nobody was really being able to imagine the commercial success, and we announced today that we actually sold the most expensive cabin in our history. history, which is the Grand Suite of the Cloud for $665,000.
Wow.
But the owner is still to be booked.
So we still can get that one if it is. But this is a cruise that's going to go to all these sort of expedition-rich destinations, all the way through, as you said, from Ushuaia, right, all the way to Tromsø, which is that's going, and then you're going to spend significant time exploring different kind of destinations in, let's say, Greece, right?
Absolutely, and all experiences will be included, and we are going to have the largest expedition team ever, a total of 70 rotating over the trip, to be able to always offer our deep knowledge of the destination for which we are famous for.
And of course, then you do have another world cruise in 2021, and that's on what, Silver Whisper, right?
Yes, the Silver Whisper has been our flagship for the world cruises, and this is going to be the finest world cruise. So it is a classical world cruise experience, but of course with a Silversea twist. So for example, you will be able to go and dine where you want. In the same of the main cities, we're just going to make a reservation, get you a driver, and you're going to have a wonderful romantic dinner.
That sounds wonderful. Any other news? That was a lot, but anything else coming up that you want to tell our travel advisor viewers?
What I can say is stay tuned, because Silversea has been very, very active, and what we announced today is just the tip of the iceberg.
Barbara, always great to see you. Congratulations on all the developments now. I mean, you were purchased in part by Royal Caribbean last year, and boy, you are picking up and hitting the ground running now, I tell you.
Thank you for having us.
I'm James Shillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.